What is up, everybody? Potbelly Pigs for Life here, and today we are back with another episode of our Nublar North Safari Park in Jurassic World Evolution 1. Um, so, not a lot has happened since the last video. Let's just quickly check on our dinosaurs, make sure everything's doing okay. We got our Giraffe Titans over here. We're just chilling, as always. They're super slow though, also very majestic. Newest addition, the Conifers. Yeah. This exhibit is supposed to represent the Tendaguru Formation in what is now Tanzania. During the upper part of the Jurassic period. We go here. These are our Gallimimuses, which represent the Met Formation in Mongolia, late Cretaceous Mongolia. Another dinosaur I'm going to put in here is Homocephaly. Let's go over to our Hell Creek Formation in modern day Montana. We've got Triceratops. Triceratops was one of the very last dinosaurs to go extinct during the Cretaceous Paleogene extinction caused by an asteroid that was 15 kilometers in size. It was huge. That's music. That doesn't belong to me. We got our Sticky Molochs. We got the Stigs doing this, whatever. And yes, I will get rid of this notification.
Heading to the feeder now.
Alright, my advice to you guys, just don't die. Doesn't seem like the right advice. Moving on, we've got our Aranosauruses. It's supposed to represent the Kem beds in what is now modern day Morocco. Late Cretaceous again. I love the green pattern, it's my favorite skin in the game. And we've got our Parallel Titans. Just walking about. Again, slow as ever. Look at those teeth. You need to brush those chompers, mister. Who am I kidding? They're dinosaurs. Cut them some slack. You had one job, and that was to not die. Here we go. Oi, don't you dare. Get me out of here. Alright. Well, that didn't go as bad as it.
Under attack.
And last but certainly not least, we have our Spinosaurus in the forest. You can hardly see him. We're gonna go back in the forest, are you? Alright. So my goal for this episode, we're gonna get our second guest area over here. We'll get Homocephalus to put with the Gallimimuses. Move Triceratopses and the Sticky Molochs over here, and we'll get some more carnivores, which will hopefully bring our rating to 3 stars. And hopefully, we will unlock T-Rex. That would be very important. Unlock T-Rex. But yeah, with that being said, how about we get started?
Alright guys, and getting things started already, we are getting the monorail station ready for the next section to the park. So we're gonna for the maps that are considered to be sprawling, like Nublar North and Sorna, we're gonna do multiple sections with multiple park tours. But for the regular maps, like regular Nublar, Murta East, Sanctuary, etc., we will be using the idea of one singular truck tour. So yeah, I'm just adding another extra viewing gallery. Sorry, because I had to get rid of the other one that used to be there, so that way we could put the monorail station there. So yeah, more stuff. Restroom, trying to find a good place for that. All right. Yeah. Sorry if like the audio sounds like a bit different. I'm using like different like audio stuff, like audio recording, like um software to record my voice. Um. So yeah. Um. Yeah. So we're getting the monorail track over to the next section. Well, then that's where we'll do a monorail station, as you can see right there. Um, I have a feeling that this is probably going to be the last Jurassic World Evolution video that I make before Jurassic World Evolution 2 comes out. Um, Not gonna lie, Jurassic World Evolution 2 is looking kind of interesting. I just want to take a look at what dinosaurs are gonna be at release. And like what organisms like reptiles, prehistoric reptiles, because not all of them are dinosaurs. Some of them are some of them are pterosaurs, some of them are marine reptiles. Getting some more power. Um, um, yeah. Expeditions and stuff. I'm pretty sure this is when we got to 3 stars. So we unlocked the large power station. So here I am replacing everything, all the medium power stations with large power stations. Of course, like doing more research, upgrades, people, upgrades. That's a meme, I think. But yeah, feeders. I'm pretty sure it's also in this later in this video. We start upgrading to paleobotany. Um, Anyways, where was it? Oh yeah. So here we are. Doing the uh second guess section. Sorry, I had a brain fart there. Where like you can't think about what you want to say. Um, but yeah. So um, yeah, just like maintenance work. Where was it? Oh yeah, evolution 2. So I want to see if like I can like make like those like organisms or like the like I want to make it like ecologically accurate to the places. So I want to see which dinosaurs are gonna be in Jurassic World Evolution 2, so I could like do that. Um, so far I'm thinking of like a few big ones. So there's of course Hell Creek Formation will be T-Rex. We'll still use Velociraptors, Dakota Raptor, um, as well as Trike, Anki, Packy, and Dracorex. Um, then there will also be the Morrison Formation. So Jurassic North America. Then we'll do Cretaceous Asia with Sinoceratops, Archaeornithomimus, and Chianjusaurus. I think that's how you pronounce it. And then Cretaceous South America, so Carnotaurus, Amargasaurus, Tropiognathus, and Tapijara, I think also got confirmed. Here I am making a new guest area. Or I'm making not guest area, staff area, so new improved staff area with all the like um operation buildings. Right here I forgot the expedition center. I realized that like later in the video that I forgot, and I like readjust some things and replace the um expedition center. I think like somewhere around here is where we also upgrade to paleobotany. I researched the greenhouse and like all the paleobotany and stuff like that. So yeah. Um, yeah. Can't forget the storm defense station, so we get those notifications that the storm's coming. Other than that, I think they're kind of useless because they don't like really protect the like area. I don't think they do. Yeah. Come to think of it, I do realize another ecosystem. We can still do the Prince Creek Formation. We could do the Prince Creek Formation. Um, so I think Troodon was confirmed, and then of course there's also Pachyrhinosaurus, which will be added in the deluxe edition. I will probably get the deluxe edition because Pachyrhinosaurus was a dinosaur that I wanted to be added into Evolution 1 since like it first came out. Or since I like first got it. Cause excuse me. Um but yeah, here I am doing the greenhouse and I started path work on the um second guest area. Um right here. Um shops, those are important. Um yeah. So yeah. If I do decide to get Jurassic World Evolution 2, I'll probably so I'll do the campaign, and then I'll probably do a lot of Chaos Theory mode. From well, definitely the first two movies, cause so I'll do San Diego, and then I'll also do Jurassic Park 1. Um, so yeah. I also will probably build a lot with the Jurassic Park, the original Jurassic Park style of building with the original visitor center. Um, I will probably still use like the Jurassic World hotels and not like um uh the safari lodges. I'm pretty sure there's like a hotel not hotel. What is a hotel? There's a storm, so that's why I have to open the shelter. I don't think that like Spinosaurus is the type of dinosaur that really like that will break out during the storms unless they have like added like stress stuff thanks to the Secrets of Dr. Wu genes. Uh, Not gonna lie, those genes that like increase the stress, um, the uh, the I forget what it's called, but the like stress requirements, like comfort threshold. That's what it is. That like raises the comfort threshold. Those are like kind of useless. I see like the whole um the stress inhibitor genes, which is like really useless, really useful. Sorry. So like I'm probably gonna use it like on a bunch of my carnivores that break out during storms, like T-Rex, Dakota Raptor, Carcharodontosaurus. Um, Anything else? Oh yeah, Troodon. Troodon's a big one. Um, yeah. Yeah, so I think we like will get like Troodon, and we will get Troodon in this park. I state that later in this episode. Yeah, yeah. The reason I'm getting ahead of myself because I finished recording the outro before I before I started working on the time lapse bit. So yeah, um, yeah. So we're gonna do like Prince Creek, so Troodon, Edmontosaurus. And then later in the video, I say that we're going to use Edmontonia. No, we're going to use Nodosaurus as Edmontonia. Um, I hope they include Nodosaurus in um, Evolution 2. The only reason is because I want to use it as Edmontonia, so I can put it in the like Arctic environment. Wonder if they're gonna put like any other dinosaurs that like um lived in like polar regions. Probably like a good idea would be a couple Frontier, if you're watching this, couple good ideas for dinosaurs that if you don't release in the um launch, but you decide to make DLCs, here are some dinosaurs you should include that could live in the snow. There's the Psittacosaurus, the Eutyrannus, and then maybe like Cryolophosaurus and Glacialosaurus. Um, they lived in like snowy environments. Here you can see I'm doing the greenhouse, and earlier I placed. I remembered to put the expedition site. And here I am working some more on the new guest area, specifically with just power station and the ranger station in case like there's feeders that need to be refilled, or if a building gets damaged during a storm. You know. Yeah. I not gotta be honest. I don't really use the those are like primarily um the only two jobs I use like ranger station for. Usually I'll like use the ACU station to medicate and to tranquilize and medicate. The only thing is I will still use the ranger team to tranquilize the homalocephales because they're so small. So I'll probably do that. Power is important. Um, oh yeah, I forgot. Raptors can climb fences in evolution too, so I mean that's something. Yeah, I honestly don't like I in evolution 1 I usually don't use um electrified fences unless we are in sandbox mode, to which I will turn off power and then use um the electrified fences. So this is when I realized that we also unlocked the truck tour finally. So we're gonna be replacing the gyrosphere station with that. Going through these exhibits and such. Not much else to talk about. What else could we talk about? Oh yeah, Minecraft. We're gonna do a new Minecraft playthrough soon. It's gonna be like really exciting. It's gonna be like actually sort of. It's gonna be still like fictional, entirely fictional, but it's gonna be sort of based off of like a historical like thing that happened, which I think is kind of cool. Basically, like I learned about this in history class, because we're learning about like the Renaissance and its big contributors. So yeah, I'm not gonna spoil too much. I'm spoiling too much of it. Hopefully not. So yeah, I'll stop talking about that. All I know is that it's gonna be awesome. Um, and I can't wait for it. Um, so yeah, here I am like doing the truck tour, like rerouting it through the exhibits, making it nice and straight and like symmetrical, nice and parallel to the um, viewing platforms in the Hell Creek enclosure. Uh, Checking to make sure the giraffe titans aren't too annoyed with the shortage of trees. Speaking of Mr. Beast, I'm a huge fan of Mr. Beast and his fundraiser, or his newest fundraiser, Team C's. Yeah, you should donate because it'll help like save the world, or well, save the oceans from all the plastic. No more turtles will eat the plastic. No more seals and dolphins will be caught in fish nets. Uh, like I'm pretty sure they're called ghost nets. Yeah, so definitely consider donating to Team C's. It's a really, really great cause, and I know that I am going to donate. While I'm at it, I might also donate to Team Trees. Never too late to do that. Um, I actually have like a an oak sapling that I'm actually growing in real life. I like planted it like about like a year or two ago, and doing strong. It's probably like gonna stay small for like the next few years, but one day it will grow into a giant oak tree. Like, yeah, like when I am an adult. Um, so yeah. Speaking of trees, paleobotany. We're doing that. So my big tactic is to not don't plant my tactic is to plant paleobotany that all the dinosaurs can handle. So I'm pretty sure that horsetails can be eaten by ankylosaurids, ceratopsids, and pachycephalosaurids. Um, oh yeah, and I think ornithomimids. Um, then there is the palms, which or I was sometimes I use palms, sometimes I'll use grasses. So in this case, I'll use grasses for the homalocephalae and gallimimus because they can both eat those. Um, uh, and then conifers. Oh, sorry, I accidentally touched my microphone. Um, conifers can be eaten by sauropods, um, sauropods, um, hadrosaurs, and iguanodonts. So that's good. So I'll put it with the parallotitans, Tyrannosauruses, and giraffe titans. I also probably do that with the Allura Titans and Edmontosauruses. Yeah, I forgot that we're also going to do Allura Titan. I mentioned that at the outro. I just am getting ahead of myself because, like I said, I recorded the outro before I did this. So what now? We are doing the truck tour for this section. This is where we will move the Triceratops and Stygimoloch herds, because my original plan was to put. Oh yeah, we unlocked T-Rex. I forgot. We unlocked T-Rex, so that's a good thing, because hopefully by next video we should have a T-Rex. So where was it? Oh yeah. We're going to put a carnivore in where the Triceratopses and Stygimolochs used to be. My original plan was for it to be Ceratosaurus, but come to think of it, I think that it's going to be more fitting to put Spinosaurus there because there's a larger body of water. Yeah, you'll see later in the video. Um, so yeah, more upgrades, more dig sites. We need those fossils so that we can get really good rating dinosaurs like T-Rex, Carchara, um, T-Rex, Carcharodontosaurus, Raptor, stuff like that. Um, yeah, so making the exhibit. This looks like a reasonable place to set up, a good setup. There's water, and even if there isn't water, we'll be able to put it down just fine. What am I? I'm talking about irrelevant things because I just don't know what to talk about anymore. Um, um, I don't know what. So here, I am doing the T-Rex enclosure and the like Ceratop sitting, or the Hell Creek A. So I mentioned last video will be Torosaurus and Stygimoloch. Um, I was gonna say I know what to talk about. So I have a friend who also has a YouTube channel, and we were thinking of doing a collab video together where we play Minecraft because he does Minecraft. Um, he's doesn't have very many subscribers, not including myself. But yeah, he's a really good friend of mine. We've been friends for years now. And so yeah, we are sometime in the future we are going to plan a collab video. Um, oh yeah, I didn't get this on recording because when I mentioned this later in the video, but this is gonna be the Ankylosaurus, Dracorex, and Pachycephalosaurus enclosure. Um, and then that's supposed to be the Dakotaraptor enclosure because earlier I did make a recording of it, but my flash drive wasn't in my Xbox, so I couldn't transfer it onto the computer where I'm editing the video. Yeah, we are also getting our Triceratopses and Stygimolochs transferred to their new enclosure very slowly. We are getting a carnivore feeder because like I said, my original plan was to put Ceratosaurus in here until I decided that it would be more better suited for Spinosaurus. Not just like this big pond anymore that like doesn't. Yeah, not gonna lie, that big pond that I made, it doesn't really look all that good. And another thing is, so I think that the Gallimimus enclosure instead is going to be the Ceratosaurus enclosure. So I'm just fencing it off so that way, like, it's more realistic. So like they'll still be able to like look through the fence, at the dinosaurs, but will be at a safe distance. Moving the Stygimolochs over, I almost put one in the T-Rex enclosure. That would have been very bad. And so yeah. Sorry if you can hear my brother in the background. He's just talking. Um, I really like. I noticed that I really underestimate um how good my mic is at like picking up just my sound and not like other sounds. Oh yeah, my first dinosaurs have been beginning to die. So like my Gallimimuses are like starting to die. I just realized this now, but we got another storm. Um, yeah. So yeah, went by without too many big issues. Um, our why did I say Streliamimuses? Gallimimuses are starting to perish. Um, yeah. So we're gonna make more Gallimimuses. Sick Giraffe Titan. Um, and yeah, we'll get that. We get that medicated. Um, I'm just thinking to myself about what to do, about how I want to lay everything out. Um, so yeah, here is where I get into the action, sort of. Um, so yeah, so the Stygimolochs are like completely fine. Um, don't worry, we got them a feeder. I just didn't get it on recording. But there's definitely a feeder in there. Um, we're getting rid of the trees just temporarily. We'll like put some of them back. I just want to get a good like overall like view of like what's going on here. Spinosaurus being the Spinosaurus. Yeah, so fence. Spinosaurus is in the way, and probably I was yelling at it for it being in the way. Alright, now it's finally out of the way, so we are going to extend the Carcharodontosaurus a tiny bit um into the old herbivore enclosure and the what is soon to be the Spinosaurus enclosure, because it's got that like little island, and I think it's better suited for a Spinosaurus. Getting the Taurosauruses, which can't stress enough, Torosaurus and Triceratops were two very different species. They weren't one in the same. I know that there are like some people who are saying, "Oh, Triceratops and Torosaurus are the same, and Triceratops shouldn't like exist anymore." Basically, I disagree. I still think that they're different species. Mostly because their frill, I think, is like a slightly different shape, and I think Torosaurus is also slightly smaller. So like I'm pretty sure the frill of Torosaurus was like sort of in a rectangular shape, and the frill of Triceratops was in a circular shape, I think. But yeah, uh, yeah. So just doing some landscape work, and yeah. All right, and now we are rerouting the truck tour. Um, so basically, now that I'm realizing this, the truck tour will only go through the it'll only go through the each enclosure once. I mean, except with the Ceratosaurus, because on you can see it 2 times. Excuse me, just 8. So yeah, stomach things. Yeah, digesting whatnot. um, so yeah, um, so I know it looks like we are going through the Spinosaurus enclosure, but the idea is we want to stay realistic, so we're gonna like do they um sort of like what they did in like the original Jurassic Park, where the carnivores were fenced in and there was a tour going um that was right next to the fence, which is how you could see the dinosaurs. We're gonna still have the cars go through the we're gonna still have them go through where through the herbivore enclosures. Sorry, I'm trying to like find the right choice of words. But yeah, getting the Spinosaurus tranquilized. You guys probably can't see a thing because it's nighttime. Um, but yeah, just landscape work, me thinking about what to do, and then here's what I was talking about: the fence that's right up against the um the tour track. Guests can still be able to see the dinosaurs, but they won't be with the dinosaurs because that would just be dangerous. Well, I mean, with the carnivores, the herbivores are the least of our worries. I mean, of course, there are like some dangers with herbivores. Um, all animals can be potentially dangerous. Even like the herbivores. Um, yeah. Um, moving over the Spinosaurus, I think that this enclosure looks a lot more aesthetically pleasing than the old Spinosaurus enclosure. Not gonna lie, it looks a lot better. Um, doing some more landscaping, trees. Trees are good. Um, yeah, trees. Um, making sure they're not going into the water. Um, and adding more trees in like along the fence. It's like a little pocket where like the guests won't be able to see them. Spinosaurus doing completely fine. Um, and then we'll do this enclosure like next episode. So yeah, it's just about um the truck tour. More of my Gallimimuses are dying, so yeah, we're gonna have to replace those next episode or like in a future episode. Um, so yeah, like I believe I said this earlier, but if I didn't, then I'm gonna say it again. If I decide to get Jurassic World Evolution 2, which I kind of honestly want Jurassic World Evolution 2, my classmate said that it was like it's 10 times better than the original. I will still upload Jurassic World Evolution 1 content because I mean it's still good. It's not I mean, granted it's not the best game, but it's still good. Um yeah, it's still good. Like it's still a good game nonetheless. But yeah, more truck tour shenanigans. This is where we hook it up. I accidentally got rid of like the entire truck tour that you saw me doing because I was not being very big brain. Um, so yeah, um, yeah. So along the fence. Um, yeah. So I have to get like rid of that fence to um redo the gate. But yeah. Um, I think that we are gonna use like again for Jurassic World Evolution 2, we'll use some dinosaurs as other dinosaurs. Um, but some of them I think are gonna like stay the same. Like for example, here we're using Brachiosaurus as Giraffe Titan. I think that in Jurassic World Evolution 2 we're gonna use um Brachiosaurus is just Brachiosaurus. Kentrosaurus, I think we're going to use as Craterosaurus, which is a stegosaurid that looks similar but lived in, I want to say, England, so that way we can have it coexist um, with Megalosaurus, because I will be getting the deluxe edition, because the one species I wanted in the game for the longest time was Pachyrhinosaurus, but that never happened. Um, yeah, so but yeah, we will keep the um we will keep using the Metriacanthosaurus as Lithonax, so that we could go with Ceratops, even though Metriacanthosaurus um has 3 fingers. We'll just pretend like it's no big deal. Um, in this, I don't know if I put it in the master list, but we're gonna use Nigersaurus as Saltosaurus. So it was a small sauropod that lived in South America during the Cretaceous period. So it would have been like eaten by Carnotaurus and whatnot. Because they're adding a Margosaurus, I think we're gonna stick to it being Nigersaurus. So yeah, right now um, we're just like doing the fence, and I'm pretty sure um, that soon we will be um, doing the I think I want to say the Torosaurus are going to be released soon. More fence work and yeah, stuff like that. Wow, gorgeous Torosaurus. Again, I think you could have like I think you were able to see the that the frill is more rectangular, whereas the frill on Triceratops is more circular. At least I think. I mean, I don't know everything about dinosaurs. Um, yeah. Another thing we're doing is we're replacing the fence, or some of the fence at least, with the um concrete fence. Sorry, another brain fart. Tranquilizing the Taurosauruses, moving them over to their enclosure with the trikes and the stiggies. Um, yeah. So, yeah. I checked like their social and everything, and they'll be just fine. Um, uh, more fence work, just like getting rid of that gate. Um, I'm pretty sure. Wait. Never mind. Yeah, I didn't do the put it on like the like little hill because I wanted to like look at like sort of realistic. And I wanted it to look like pretty in a way. But yeah, moving the rest of the Taurosauruses, almost put them like in an enclosure. by the main guest area. But yeah, so right now I am making a small pen for the Gallimimuses, but it turns out to be in vain because they end up dying. Yeah. So I cut most of the recording out because, like I said, it was in vain. They ended up dying, so there's nothing in that enclosure. And B, the video is gonna be too long. It's already really long. Yeah. Same with like my past like few Planet Zoo videos. But I mean, my Poseidon Aquarium update video, although it's like 48 minutes, like it's still like one of my most viewed videos. 19 views. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate the support. Yeah, more trees, getting everything ready for the Ceratosauruses. We end up doing 2 of them, and we are just about to release them.
Transportation complete.
I'd say I'm surprised, but that wouldn't be the truth. I knew you'd get your park rating up, and you continue to prove me right. So I guess this is a pat on the back for us both.
So yeah, you see, we got the Ceratosaurus helped us get to 4 stars, and I think this is just about the end of the time lapse. So yeah, we got to 4 stars, and we're just doing a bunch of research stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the time lapse. Alright guys, so this is what we got done. We completed the Africa section, or nearly completed it. And I also made this bit. It didn't get recorded because the flash drive wasn't into my Xbox, so it didn't get recorded onto the flash drive. We did get these Taurosauruses in though. Again, similar to Triceratops, but 2 very different species. So yeah, we did make this enclosure for our Carcharodontosaurus, and this was supposed to be for our Gallimimuses and Homalocephales, but the Gallimimuses died, so it was spent in vain. But yeah, so I think instead what we're gonna do is this will be the Prince Creek formation. So Troodons, Edmontosaurus, and we'll use Nodosaurus as Edmontonia. And then this section will be Asia. So, Gallimimus and Homalocephalae will go here. We'll also do Allura Titan, and as well as Jurassic Asia. So, Biongosaurus, Chunkingosaurus, Gigantspinosaurus, Mamentosaurus, Dilophosaurus, and then we'll use Proceratosaurus as Monolophosaurus. The Ceratosauruses seem to be doing just fine. You can see we also completely rerouted the truck tour. I do have these Gallimimuses, but I think I'm just gonna like pretend they didn't exist in a way, and then I'll make some new ones at 100% genome. Paralotitan got sick, so I'm gonna go ahead and cure that. So yeah, so next video, my hope is to get Carcharodontosaurus, finish off Africa. We're gonna also do T-Rex, and I'm thinking also Hell Creek B. So, Ankylosaurus, Dracorex, Pachycephalosaurus, and Dakotaraptor. So yeah, and of course we'll start our next section, which would be Asia. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, also don't worry about the feeder. Oh, complete genome, great. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to see some more Minecraft, Planet Zoo, and Jurassic World Evolution content. And with that being said, I will see you guys next time. Peace out.